After 6 incredible years, my college running career has officially come to an end. In case you're new, I'm Amalia, and I was a college runner up until this past weekend. I ran at Adams State for 5 years, and then I spent my last year this past year at Suffolk University in Boston, where I go to grad school. And I had 6 years of college eligibility because I redshirted my freshman year, which means you are on the team, but you don't race in the uniform, so it doesn't count towards your eligibility. And everyone in the NCAA has that. So I automatically was gonna have a 5th year, and then COVID happened my 2nd year, so I got the entire year back because I didn't actually get to race in college officially until my junior year of college. So I took full advantage of all 4 years of actual racing, and that's how I ended up here. But that's come to an end. So this past season was honestly pretty tough, but in the end I did end up making it to NCAA Nationals, which was my big end goal. However, it did take a lot of bumps in the road to get there. I had my first ever college DNF, which is literally this race you're seeing right here. I felt terrible, I was struggling with low iron, I just didn't feel good at all, and I dropped out for the first time ever.
I sucked so bad. I didn't even finish, and I just finished crying in the bushes. I have been having a rough outdoor season, and I'm sad.
However, I did manage to turn my season around right at the last minute, and I ended up in Cleveland, Ohio for outdoor nationals, where the meet was actually in Geneva, but I was staying in Cleveland. And I qualified for NCAA Nationals at the last possible chance, a last chance qualifying meet in Boston, Massachusetts, where I ran a 4:28 1500 meter, which actually tied my PR, which was really nice after having such a horrible season and just not feeling my best. It reminded me that I was fit and I was capable, and all my hard work wasn't for nothing. I ran this time literally a week before the national meet, so it was a quick turnaround between qualifying and then actually getting to nationals, which I don't think did me any justice, but the fact that I actually qualified for nationals was really just a sweet fairy tale ending for me in general, so no complaints for me on that end. And I honestly think capping off my collegiate career with a tied PR and an NCAA qualifier was super sweet for me, and I was honestly so happy. After 6 years of so much hard work and dedication and running like 80-mile weeks, I was able to pull it off at the last minute and get myself where I dreamed of going for so many years. And as I look back on the rest of my season, besides those last 2 races with the DNF and the PR, it was honestly so sweet and beautiful, and I couldn't have thought of a better way to have finished out my college career. I had a lot of incredible opportunities and moments with teammates that I'll never forget. I raced in Virginia, which was amazing with my teammates, and it was honestly just so special. And regardless of struggling with some low iron and just some confidence issues and just not feeling good, I don't know if I was sick or run down or a little bit burnt out or just maybe ready to take the next step in my running career, were a lot of points in this season where I considered just stopping or quitting or giving up. And that's just so not me. I'm not a giver-upper, that's not a word, but I'm using it. And that showed as I was able to pull through at the last minute, which is crazy. I'm so proud of myself. But looking back, there were so many great things I also accomplished this season. We broke the school record in the DMR. I broke the school record in the 5K and the 1500, which was super special.
We just absolutely obliterated and shat on the school record.
Eat it up.
We ate it up, and we're not allowed to have the phones on this field right now. Breaking the rule. Oh, breaker.
And as I look forward to the next steps in my running career, I'm so excited and I'm so happy and honestly content with the way that my college running went. I progressed so much. I went into college with a 19:30 5K PR. I'm coming out of college with a 16:51 5K PR. I went into college with a 5:28 mile PR, and I'm leaving with a 4:47 mile equivalent for my 1500 meter time. So I really can't complain. I have an All-American honor, and I'm a 2-time national qualifier, and I'm just honestly so happy with everything. This season really taught me how tough I am, but also how strong and capable I am of accomplishing my goals even when things get tough.
I literally sucked ass. I sucked so bad. I didn't want to warm up. I didn't want to be here. But I was like, just do it anyway. Sometimes the warm up sucks and you run really good. No, I ran really bad. And I felt really bad, and it was so cold. And I feel so nauseous.
And going forward, I plan to keep training with my current college coach. He's gotten me faster even through a pretty rough season. I ran PRs all of indoor. I tied my PR in the 1500, like I said, and I honestly think it's just trending in the right direction for me, so that's what I'll be sticking with. For right now, I am taking some time off from running because my body and my brain and everything, every part of me needs a few days off before I get back to the grind. And every season I take a break at the end, but this season I really needed one. My body and brain especially needed a break from just trekking through all the miles and workouts. But this summer I've got some cool races lined up, and I'm super excited to get my post-collegiate semi-pro running career started. I guess it feels so weird to say that, but I will be continuing to chase PRs on the track. Do not ask me about running a marathon, but that is my plan. So I'm so grateful for every moment in college running, and I can't wait for this next step in my journey. I hope you'll follow along and enjoy it just as much as I do.
It feels so bittersweet that it's all over. I definitely think it's the right time. Like, I don't want to run in college for another year. I'm too old, and I think it's time for me to move on to bigger and better things with my running career. But like I said, I've got some races lined up this summer that I'm really excited about. I'm doing the USATF New England Road Championships because they're here in Massachusetts, and I will be doing those, which is really exciting. And I'm doing the Beach to Beacon 10K because I have a 10K and 5K PR that need to be broken. I didn't really run them seriously, the 5K or the 10K, in outdoor or indoor, so I'm ready to get some new PRs in those two events. But I'm also ready to just get some stacked training going. I have been training for track since November, and I'm taking a little break off right now, but I also raced every single weekend from like March 12th until this past weekend, which is like 2.5 straight months. So I am really excited to just train for a while. College running, that's one thing. You do race a lot, and it can be tough sometimes, but it's really rewarding, and I wouldn't have had it any other way. I'm glad I raced so much because once you're done with college, there's no more tons of racing. So that's that, and I can't wait to get this next chapter going and for a big summer of training. So follow along, and I'll take you along my journey as I try to find myself after college running.